Since the dawn of time, women have had this primal instinct when it comes to picking their significant other. They might not even know it, but there's something in their brains that can detect when something is wrong with a guy. Most of the gurus on YouTube talk about what to say and how to act, but they got it all wrong. Mastering the approach. It's not about what you say when you approach a girl. It's all about how you say it. It's about the body language and the tone of your voice. Are you sitting there like you already know she's going to brush you off? Or are you standing there with confidence? And it's not just about acting confident, because they can subconsciously smell it when you're acting like someone you're not. It's about you having enough baggage to consider yourself a high-value man, so that when you walk around and approach people in general, they can see that they're being approached by a confident man. Don't mistake confidence with aggression like most people do. Instead, always be calm and collected. Speak with a confident voice, and don't overdo it. Keep your back straight, relax your face, and remember that you don't want to give off the vibe like you want something from her, as that will make you look exactly like the rest of the pigs approaching her every day. As an example of self-control, consider Winston Churchill, who had the task of rallying a nation during World War II. His speeches exuded confidence and authority, even in dire circumstances. His approach was firm but calm, much like the mindset needed when approaching someone with confidence.
And our country are all involved.
Do you think he didn't feel the crushing anxiety of having millions of lives depending on him? Indeed, he felt every last bit of it, but he was good at keeping his composure, and he was making decisions with great confidence while not letting his feelings get in the way of his critical thinking. The art of grooming and style. You don't need to have the genetics of a model. As we know, most of us aren't blessed with perfect symmetry, but always make sure you're properly groomed. If you can't grow a beard properly, then shave it all off. Use some male face cream and stay hydrated. If you can grow a beard, then give it a nice proper form. Make sure it smells good, highlights the good part of your face, but hides your flaws. Ensure you have a hairstyle that's up to date with the rest of the guys in your area who actually pick up girls. Don't overdo it though. If you have thick eyebrows, shape them. Call a female family member and tell her to help you with that. Make sure you tell her you don't want to look like a girl boy, but you don't want to look like a wilder beast either. If you have normal eyebrows, you're still okay. Just make sure you always keep them relaxed, just like your whole face. Next, your grooming should seem effortless, like it just happened to be there, not like you're trying to be prettier than your sister. Make sure you're wearing a watch, as it indicates that you value your time. And of course, it looks cool as hell. Most girls like rings on guys too, but pick a ring that looks nice and a bit mysterious, not something crazy, because you and your ring will end up scaring her off. Make sure you brush your teeth. If you have crooked teeth, try not to be the biggest smiler in the room. Remember, you are trying to highlight the good parts you have and keep the not-so-good parts hidden until you fix them. Shower every day, use just a little deodorant after, and spray just a little perfume on your wrist on the left side of your neck and behind your neck. Now we are groomed and washed. Our breath is minty, our clothes are looking fresh, and we are overall smelling nice. But on top of it all, everything would get 10 times better if you got in shape. You don't need to start being a gym bro right away. No, you start by walking more, instead of taking the bus or the car everywhere. Start doing at least 50 push-ups and sit-ups each day. If you can't do it all at once, divide them throughout the day. By doing all this, not only will you be better and look hotter, but you will gain a ton of genuine confidence. Take Jason Statham, the action star. He's known for his chiseled looks and impeccable grooming, but he wasn't born that way. Statham started out as a diver, but his career took off when he embraced a clean-shaven, well-groomed look that accentuated his rugged features. By staying in shape and maintaining a consistent grooming routine, he became a symbol of manliness. Next, developing a sharp mind. Each of us has a brain, and how we take care of it and make the most out of it is all in our hands. Start by reading on some topics you like, and no, you won't be a nerd as long as you don't go talking about books to uninterested people. But actually write down what you learned and apply it in your life. Don't be afraid to go and fail on a lot of things. Failure is a stepping stone to success, and people who give in to their fears always end up regretting. That's why you need to go out there and learn everything you can, just like you're doing right now. Frankly, I wish I had the chance of being a subscriber to a channel like this when I was younger, so I wouldn't have to go through all the heartbreaks to get to my goals. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it doesn't have to be as hard as other people make it. The power of consistency. Girls can't help but love a guy who is constantly trying to make himself better. Maybe you can't just hop from your bicycle into the Bugatti just like that. But let me tell you this. If you cannot do great things at the moment, then do small things in a great way. Start by showing up. Show up to the gym. Show up to that class you hate. Show up to that place you never had the guts to go in because you felt like you're less than those people. Be 1% better every day. The time is going to pass anyway. It won't wait for you. And the snowball effect will show who was the guy who lay around in self-pity and unhealthy ways those 2 years. And it will also show what happened to the guy who improved 1% each day for hundreds of days. Remember, everybody has to start somewhere. Don't get discouraged. You probably heard the story of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who began his journey in Austria, dreaming of becoming a bodybuilder and movie star. He started small, focusing on improving his physique one step at a time. Through consistent effort and a relentless drive, he eventually became Mr. Olympia and a Hollywood icon. His success story emphasizes the importance of consistent effort and showing up every day. Unlocking primal attraction. The last thing you need to know about is testosterone and how it subconsciously attracts females in your direction because of the primal instinct that we first mentioned at the beginning of this video. Each time you get a small win in something that you're doing, that increases your testosterone. Each time you train a muscle, your body releases testosterone. So not only do you know how to look good, feel good, and keep bettering yourself, now you also have an infinite amount of mystery energy that surrounds you and commands respect from everybody. Look at Sylvester Stallone, whose career breakthrough came with Rocky. Stallone wrote the script for Rocky and insisted on starring in the lead role despite being an unknown actor. This bold move required immense confidence, and his rigorous training for the role boosted his testosterone, creating the iconic character we know today. He is around 80 years old, and he still trains hard and plays in action movies. Yeah, you heard that right. His testosterone and manly way of looking at the world help his body stay young, strong, and sharp. With all that being said, if you want to be the best version of yourself and have access to highly rare information with no BS, then join our community by subscribing if you haven't already and become one of the top 1% of high-value men in the world that every girl loves and every guy respects. Most importantly, you will start respecting yourself. That way you will bend reality to your will. Until then, see you at our next video. Stay triumphant.